Hi everybody, this is Mark DeLeese and this is to all the Covert Player customers, and I just want to show you what's in store for our upgrade coming in the near future. What it does, it allows you to place really cool looking overlays at the very beginning, or it can be during the video where you can have it timed so it comes up in the middle of the video or anywhere in the video that you want it to play and come up, or at the end of a video. And what it'll do, it'll give you a opt-in form, and you can change the text, you can change the color of the buttons, you can change the text in here, and you can change the overlay to be darker or lighter, and also optionally you can have a skip button. So for example, if you visit this page, and the only way to play this video is if you have to enter a valid email address. For example, if I put in here like this and I click on play, please enter an email address. See that? So if I enter an email address, I can play this video, and it'll also put me inside my autoresponder. So if I put in my email address here, and if I click on play, there it is right there. You see that? And now look at this. That is a YouTube video. See that? That's a YouTube video. So this is an overlay for YouTube videos, and it forces people to opt in to your autoresponder in order to play the video. Very, very cool. And this is for YouTube's, but hold on, I got more news coming your way. Also, this is optional. You can have this on or off. So if people want to have it on and they want to skip the opt-in, they can click on skip. Watch this. It's like a curtain. See that rise up? Very, very cool. Let me show you that again. Let me just refresh, and I'll show you that skip button again. See it rise up like a curtain? Very cool. So that is for YouTube. And also, as you know, you can put a splash image and all kinds of neat stuff. Now, here's a really cool thing. Not only does it work with YouTube's, but also it works with the Flow Player module for self-hosted videos. Isn't that cool? Once again, you can change the overlay shadow, which is called the opacity. You can change the opacity to lighter or darker, whatever you want to do. You can change the text, the color, the hover color, and so forth. And so if I put in anything right here and I try to click play, it says please enter an email address, so it doesn't work, right? Very, very cool. You'll notice here that this one does not have the skip button because I selected it to be off. So the only way you're going to play this video is that you have to enter a valid email address. So let me just put my email address in there like this. Click on play. There it is. It gives me the video. And I can play the video. All right, isn't that cool? Now, this is great for bloggers. Oh man, the traffic comes, they want to watch your video. What a perfect way to capture an email so they can watch the email or any type of protected video content you want to have. Once again, you can have this show up in the very beginning of the video. You can time it so that it pops up maybe 10 seconds into the video or halfway through the video or whatever you want to do, or at the very end of your video. And you can change the text and the call to action as you want. Now the dashboard is very, very easy, and you can add as many as you want. It's very, very cool. All you got to do is Covert Player. There's new pages now. Previously, all you had was this page here, but now there's manage videos, add a video, manage opt-ins, and edit your opt-ins. All right. So, for example, if I go to manage videos, you'll see here that if I click on manage videos, it'll bring up that page. And right now I have a YouTube and I have a Flow Player that I just showed you. So you can add as many as you want. Obviously, if you have a number of blog posts or pages, you can add as many as you want with different opt-in forms and what have you. And so all you need to do is click on the edit. For example, here is the YouTube one or the Flow Player one. Let me just click on, for example, the Flow Player one. And let me click on edit. And this dashboard comes up. And as you can see, you put a video ID. This can be any random number just for your own memory. You can have a title as well. This is for your own memory and for your own stats. And here is where you put the header text, and you can change this. You can select the border color around the text. You can select the hover color. You can select the button color. Remember that I told you that skip icon is optional right here. And here's where you check the background opacity. If you want it lighter or darker, you put it right there. Now I told you that's also for YouTube and Float Player. So if you want Float Player, you select Float Player, and here it supports HTML5 video formats as well as MP4. So you put your WebM URL here, your MP4 video file here, preferably MP4 for sure. And if you want to have an OGV for mobile, you can put one there. You set your width and your height right here, and here's your control bar. You have the 3 different types of control bars and all your controls and options from the play button on, no control bar background, transparent background toolbar. You want to show embed code, you want full screen to show, you want to hide the volume, and many different options here, all right? Again, once again, you can select the color of the control bar, the progress bar, and all the different options here. You can also put a splash image right here, and you can have it autoplay or loop. Now for the YouTube, I'll show you the YouTube options. Let me come up here, and all you gotta do is click on YouTube. And once again, the same settings up here, but down below, obviously you got a lot of different parameters you can have. You put in your YouTube ID right there, the width and the height. And again, here's all the parameters: auto hide, control bar on or off, show the logo on or off, auto play yes or no, show title yes or no, and if you want HD, you select it right there. Very, very cool. Let me just come over here and I'll show you the opt-in. So now you obviously put your video settings, and then you have your opt-in settings. Let me show you opt-in settings. Let me just click on new opt-in. This is where you put your form code, your autoresponder code. Again, it works with a number of different autoresponders, and it's very, very slick. And obviously, this is just for your own title here. You put a opt-in ID just for your own memory, as well as a title. And you put your autoresponder code here, and what you want to have as a text inside the input field, and so forth. This will be auto-populated when you put in your autoresponder code. Once you have the opt-in form in there, in your opt-in settings as well as your video settings, then you can go and you can create a post. You create a post or a page, and you'll see this little Covert Player icon in your visual editor. You click on that and you'll see a new tab here. You'll have YouTube, Vimeo, Float Player for self-hosted, and you got a new tab here called Video Opt-in. You click on that. Very, very simple. Enable Video Opt-in. Remember I told you to name the video IDs and opt-in IDs for your own purposes? This is where you do that right here, all right? And again, you select what you want to do here. Obviously, I named them for Float Player and so forth, or YouTube. So select that. You select which opt-in you want. Get response with your own opt-in ID. And all you need to do is click on Insert. That's all you got to do. And it gives a little bit of shortcode right there. You publish a page, and when you publish the page, it's going to give you this. Right now, I have it already coded to show it at the very start of a video play, and I just have to finish the coding to have it start somewhere in the middle that you select, or at the end, as well as I'm going to make it responsive, and I'm going to supply you with embed codes so that you can put it on any website or HTML site and so forth. And again, this is the new addition, the upgrade. I just wanted to show you what I'm working on, and I'm pretty excited about this. And you will get this complimentary. You won't have to pay anything. And again, this is a complimentary upgrade for those who have the Covert Player Pro edition. So thank you. This is Mark DeLeese signing off.